children, listen to Francine, and I'll tell you all of tale of how I came to be. From above there came a lovely lady, sweet and nice. From below a fiery femme fatale to scratch and bite. Now they collided on earth, and I rose up from the ash. So if you don't like how I'm living, you can kiss my ass. I said I'm a wild hearted woman. I got class and style with primal loving. Ain't no cage gonna keep me shut in. No, you can tame a wild hearted woman. So be careful what you wish for, 'cause it might come true. You better know just what to do. Why women never get the blues.
Wait a minute, Big Mama. Blues America will be right back.
Blues America is supported by Record High Vinyl Store in Phoenix, the place for serious music fans and vinyl collectors to find large quantities of first pressings, limited editions, box sets, audiophile, and vintage catalog, including blues, soul, jazz. They buy, sell, and trade, and offer vinyl cleaning and flattening service. Visit the store, located at 4242 East University Drive in Phoenix, or for more online at recordhighinphoenix.com. Like them on Facebook. Record High in Phoenix. Experience one of the last great record stores.
The following message is brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach this problem of reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Your stuff can be a resource for change. Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org.
Hi there, this is B.B. King.
Hello, this is Jared Lawson.
This is Harold Windley once again from the Ink Spot.
Hey, y'all, this is Dave Riley.
Hi, this is Kelly Joe Phelps.
I'm Earl, and I am Arch.
This is Big Pete.
Why, hi there, this is Ruth Brown.
This is Missy Anderson.
Howdy, this is J.J. Graham Mofro.
This is Chico June, the blues man.
Hey, this is Ben Harper here.
I'm blues artist Paris James.
Hello, friends. This is Alvin Gunn-Hart.
Okay, I'm Willie Buck, and you listen to Blues America.
Blues America.
Blues America. Right now.
Blues America with my man Drew.
Blues America.
Blues America. I got the blues.
Blues America, 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 America.
Blues America is supported by the Rhythm Room. The world's famous and historical Rhythm Room Concert Club is Arizona's premier blues hotspot, hosting nightly live music. Located at 1019 East Indian School Road in Phoenix and online at www.rhythmroom.com.
Damn right we got the blues. Blues America. Right now.
Blues America is supported by the Southwest Musical Arts Foundation.
Stop for peace, like the desert to stop for water. Tell me why a man cut his brother down, like a pig to slaughter. Tell me why people are frightened by the sound of aeroplanes. Tell me why the sky dropping bombs to the ground instead of rain. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Hiya! If you're just starting this thing on, let me tell you what you're doing. You're listening to Blues America. I'm your host, Drew Verbis, and I'm hanging out at the Chico Chisholm Memorial Studio in Phoenix. Live with today's special guest on the studio phone, Alligator recording artist, Selwyn Birchwood. And if you miss anything, just press rewind on the streaming audio feed online now at bluesamerica.com from PRX, Public Radio Exchange. Now, Selwyn, when you're touring, are some of your blues fans surprised about your young age?
Well, people keep saying so I suppose so. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It seems like people are pretty surprised, for sure. I'm not worried about it. I'm happy to be doing what we're doing and whatever that takes.
Let's talk more about your album. How would you critique your debut effort?
I know I was happy with the way it turned out, for sure. But yeah, it's been a long time since I had actually listened to it. Once you get through recording it and mastering and everything, you've heard the thing so many times that, you know, you got to kind of distance yourself to avoid going crazy. But yeah, normally you do all your listening in the studio, and then you know, once you get it stamped and ready to go, then it's everyone else's turn to listen.
What are you working on now? You have a new album coming out soon?
Yeah, we're back home for the winter time, and we're working on rehearsing and recording our new material for the next record. I've got the record written, and we've got, I think, 4 songs in the show already that we've already created for the next album, and we're just trying to get the rest of it polished up, and then we can get in the studio and you know, have some fun putting it down on track.
Now, do you think that being younger provides you with an excuse to be less traditional and more contemporary?
No, I think people aren't expecting us to be, I don't know, people aren't expecting us to be any specific way, because I feel like we're anything but. The album is pretty varied in sounds, and I think that's what people expect from us at this point.
Listening to Blues America from PRX, Public Radio Exchange, live with special guests on the studio phone, Selwyn Birchwood. We're listening to Overworked and Underpaid from Selwyn's debut album on Alligator Records. Now, Selwyn, have you encountered the blues purists, the traditionalists? What's your outlook on this?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their sounds that they like. I always find that outlook peculiar because, you run into people that think that if you aren't playing like Muddy Waters or you aren't playing like B.B. King or whoever it is that they like, then you aren't doing it right. And, I don't think anybody's going to do it better than Muddy Waters or B.B. King or any of those, legendary guys. And all of those guys were working to get their own sound. They weren't just trying to sound like anybody else. And I think a lot of people forget that.
You mentioned earlier that you were inspired by seeing Buddy Guy in concert, and so it must be a funny feeling to have the opportunity now to share the stage with so many of your blues legends that you admire.
Yeah, well, we've shared shows. It's funny that I started by going to Buddy Guy concert, and then I think at this point we've either been on the show or opened for him, I think 6 or 7 times. And, play at his club in Chicago, and, it's kind of a cool feeling to have it turn out that way. I haven't really got to talk to him that much. Whenever we're on the shows, I run into his band and talk to his band, whenever we're on the show together and stuff, but he's normally pretty secluded, because otherwise he'd be getting mobbed, I'm sure.
I'm overworked and underpaid.
America. Now that's some home cooking.
Damn right.
Damn right.
We got the blues.
Good to go back to the place you come from. So it's good to go back place you come from. Play an old-fashioned guitar.
Now, Selwyn, what's your definition of the blues?
I don't know. I don't know if I have my own definition. I think it's just a feeling, and sort of. I don't think it's any specific sound. It's the honesty of feeling and emotion that people are kind of bare in their soul and telling their story in the music. And I think if that gets across, and that's where it's at.
Selwyn works great for you. So I don't think you need a cool blues nickname, but if you had one, what would it be?
I don't understand the nicknames sometimes. I just go by my name.
Now, Selwyn, we're losing blues artists at a rapid pace. Now, when they're all gone, are you the next generation of blues legends?
That's not for me to say. I just say that, just working to get our music out to as many people as we can. And, every time I get on the stage, I just want the crowd to know that there's nowhere else to rather be than on that stage performing for them. And that's all I can do. I don't think in those kind of times. I think if you're trying to think in any kind of terms like that, then it's just going to interfere with your music. And if you're in that kind of a mindset, I don't think that you're one of those people that gets to that point. I think that's a more kind of egocentric sort of route, rather than being